Topic International Relations. India's Development Cooperation. What in news? Enhancing the efficacy of India's development cooperation endeavors has been a challenge issue for the past several decades. Background. The first effort by India to shape a framework for India's development cooperation was in 2003 with the announcement of the India Development Initiative. Subsequently, the India Development and Economic Assistance Scheme was launched in 2005 for managing credit lines. In 2007, government suspended IDI, that is Indian Development Initiative, and announced the setting up of India International Development Corporation Agency IIDCA, which never took off. There has been clear lack of firm institution foundation to support India's development cooperation. India needs a clear vision to lead a sustainable development agenda for positioning itself as a global power with interest beyond its immediate neighborhood. To achieve this, there is an urgent need to push for reforms in existing institutional structures on development. India's Development Corporation. Indian model of development cooperation is comprehensive and involves multiple instruments including grant in aid, line of credit, and capacity building and technical assistance. Depending on the priorities of the partner countries, India's development cooperation ranges from commerce to culture, energy to engineering, health to housing, IT to manufacture, sports to science, disaster relief, and humanitarian assistance to restoration and preservation of cultural and heritage assets. Currently, India's development cooperation objectives are broadly based on the South South Cooperation Framework, a technical cooperation tool among the developing countries in the global south. Although the allocation is less than 1% of India's overall budget, it is still a significant contribution as compared to other higher income such as Australia, South Korea, and Austria, considering India's US $2 billion in credit lines. The Development Partnership Administration, housed with Ministry of External Affairs, is responsible for the overall management, coordination, and administration of India's development partnerships. In the last couple of years, India's assistance to other developing countries has multiplied several times. On average, India provides development assistance of $6.48 billion and receives assistance of $6.9 billion annually from key partners as official development assistance. ODA, that is Official Development Assistance, involves financial or technical help given by one country's government to another country to assist social and economic development or to respond to a disaster in the receiving country. Need for India's Development Cooperation Agency. Evolution in geopolitics. Future economic diplomacy agency will have to be located in new geopolitical dimension that gives far beyond the impulsion of the Bandung Conference of 1955, which set up cooperation channels between Asia and Africa in the colonial and post-colonial era. Post-pandemic opportunity. Post-pandemic countries worldwide are exploring ways to reinvigorate their development cooperation efforts. These gels will, with the increase in the scope of development cooperation following higher economic growth and rising trade and investment flows to emerging markets and developing economies, enhancing bilateral relations. India's development cooperation is moving towards a driven approach where meeting the partner countries' development objectives goes hand with India's objective for strengthening the bilateral relationships through private sector investment. Effective accountability and evolution framework. As India's development cooperation grows, the spending will come under public scrutiny. This requires an effective accountability and evaluation framework. The lack of information disseminated in the public domain about India's current development cooperation framework has been widely criticized by policy experts. This opacity makes monitoring and evaluation difficult and creates a credibility crisis. Way forward. Independent Development Partnership Agency, the proposed new entity should address better delivery, monitoring, and evaluation mechanisms, should engage with the new actors, especially from civil society and the private sector, providing handholding to select performing Indian social enterprises to operate in other countries as well, facilitate development partnerships between India and other countries, support partner countries in combating natural disaster, political and humanitarian crisis, Maldives, Afghanistan, and in building social infrastructure, Kenya, Madagascar. India's Development Cooperation Act 2022. India's upcoming Development Cooperation Act should reflect that a focused approach towards addressing global crisis is in national interest. Restructure development finance apparatus. It is high time India restructures its development finance apparatus for deeper and effective engagement and to address the rapidly evolving newer competition development financing landscape. Learn from its own programs. India's own development experience is evolving with programs like the JAM, Trinity, Ayushman Bharat, and other initiatives like Gati Shakti, the learning from which should be absorbed in the portfolio to be shared with fellow developing countries. Next topic, India Central Asia. News. Recently, Foreign Minister was in Kyrgyzstan on the bilateral visit where he announced $200 million credit line and later attended a meeting of a conference on interaction and confidence building measures in Asia, CICA, in Kazakhstan. India Central Asia relations from past to present. Central Asian Republicans Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan form a past of India's extended neighborhood. India has several millennia-old historical, culture, and civilizational links with Central Asia. India deals with the Central Asia at multiple levels. Firstly, at the bilateral level. Secondly, the multilateral level through platforms such as SCO, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, the Conference on Interaction and Confidence Building Measures in Asia, CICA, and the United Nations. Thirdly, multi-layered engagement between India and Central Asia, which as the India Central Asia dialogue at the foreign minister level. Significance of Central Asia for India. Natural and mineral resources. These countries are endowed with commercial valuable quantities of most mineral like coal, oil, gas, uranium, gold, lead, zinc, iron ore, tin, copper, manganese, etc. Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan have enormous hydel resources. Thus, the region can help in India's quest for energy security. Geostrategic. Traditionally, Central Asia has been arena of great game. The modern version is being played out even today. Russia, China, US, Turkey, Iran, Europe, Japan, Pakistan, India, Afghanistan have all substantial security and economic interest in the region. Also, the region lies at the crossroads of Russia, the Middle East, South Asia, and Far East. Any geopolitical changes in the region inevitably extend their impact on several states in the neighborhood. Security. Peace and stability in the region is crucial factor for Indian security, as challenge to Indian security have traditionally come overland from the northwest. Illegal drug trade emanating from Golden Crescent of opium production, Iran, Pakistan to Afghanistan, is threat to regional security. Religious extremism, fundamentalism, and terrorism are other challenges. Any advance by Islamic extremist group in the region could invigorate similar elements active in Kashmir. Agriculture. Central Asia has huge cultivable area lying barren and without being put it on productive use. Uzbekistan alone offers an enormous opportunity for cultivation of pulses. Indian agribusiness companies can set up commercial agro-industrial complexes in Central Asia. Trade and investment. Central Asia is a huge consumer market for a range of goods and services which India can provide for India. Economic cooperation is possible through joint ventures in banking, insurance, agriculture, information technology, and the pharmaceutical industry. Large Indian companies can buy for road and railway constructions, electric power, transmission and distribution, telecommunication, power generation, etc. Import of spices from Central Asia would increase the volume of trade between Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan on the other hand, and India on the other. Challenges in development of India Central Asia relation. Poor connectivity. The key constraint India faces is the lack of direct access to Central Asia. The adverse geographical terrain and thorny India-Pakistan border dynamic greatly impedes connectivity, thereby curbing greater economic cooperation between India and the region. Further, planned connectivity projects are facing serious financial, political, and security challenges, frustrating oil and gas diplomacy. Unrealized trade potential. India's trade with the region amount to 2 billion US dollars owing to limited connectivity and low economic engagement with the region. This amount is less than 0.5% of India's total trade, whereas the region's trade with China amount to 100 billion dollars. Besides, the physical barriers, factors such as trade regularity, hindrances, and political fragility have often created obstacle in the free flow of the trade within the region. Energy geopolitics. Various reports suggest Indo-Pacific region will become increasingly reliant on oil from the Middle East and Central Asia. The scrambles for oil and gas in Central Asia has attracted several actors in the region. China has emerged as the dominant player as compared to India by providing loans and investing heavily in the region through ambitious projects like Belt and Road Initiative. Volatile security scenario. In addition to traditional security threats, instability in Afghanistan and Pakistan, concerns regarding confrontation between Iran and United States diminishes reliability and safety required for trade and commerce, discouraging Investments. Internal dynamics. Delineation of borders by communist leadership overlooked many ethnic, tribal, linguistic, geographical, and even economic factors. Consequently, the post-Soviet era saw problems of governance, regulation of movement across the cross borders, and many interstate disputes. The fall in the oil and commodity prices, compounded by Western sanctions on Russia, has however impacted the economic and the Central Asian countries. Ways to enhance the relationship. Deepening engagement. India could take the initiative to set up a India Central Asia Forum Summit on the lines of Indo-Africa Forum Summit to discuss issue of mutual concern and came up with concrete solutions. India should also facilitate the setting of India Central Asia Think Tank Forum to discuss and debate economic history, politics, and business at the track 2 level. In the economic realm, it is India's interest to expeditiously finalize the much awaited free trade agreement between India and Eurasian Economic Union. Secondly, revitalization, interaction in cooperation with third countries. There is a possibility of India, the US, and Russia cooperation in areas such as non-conventional sources of energy, thus containing the dangers of drug trafficking and other negative activities. Defense cooperation. Apart from the annual exercise like Kazin and Kazin with Kazakhstan, joint manufacturing, especially in the defense sector, are highly required. Defense cooperation should be institutionalized through mechanisms like setting up a joint working group on defense related activities. An India Central Asia Defense Expo could be organized. Capacity building. India can strengthen its outreach in Central Asia by providing assistance in augmenting the social capital through programs like the Indian Technical and Economic Corporation, programs and the Indian Council for Cultural Relations (ICCR). MEA should prepare a proper database of former students, trainees of these programs. Under high impact community development projects, India provides grant assistance for furthering socio-economic development. India's rich experience in managing the local self-government can also be helpful to Central Asian countries where Mahala culture's local self-government is widely prevalent. Soft diplomacy approach. In contrast to China's image as a coercive, assertive hegemon, trap diplomacy and rising anti-China sentiments amongst the people of the region, India can use its soft diplomacy to take the opportunities presenting in the region. Conclusion. With the actualization of the Belt and Road Initiative (BRI), India's Connect Central Asia policy and the EU's new Central Asia strategy, the 21st century could possibly be the most decisive period for the region, stemming from its historic, cultural, and economic bonds. India is now well placed to take more active role in the development of the region. News in short. United Nations Human Rights Council. India was re-elected to the United Nations Human Rights Council for 2022 to 24 term. India's current term was set up to end on December 31st, 2021. The United Nations Human Rights Council consists of 47 member states elected directly and individually by secret ballot by the majority of the members of the General Assembly. The members of the council shall serve for a period of 3 years and shall not be eligible for immediate re-election for 2 consecutive terms. Nord Stream 2 pipeline. Recently, the Nord Stream 2, which is running across Germany to is now from Russia. Recently, the Nord Stream 2, which is running across Russia to Germany, is now completed. Nord Stream 2 is new export gas pipeline running from Russia to Europe across the Baltic Sea. The construction began in 2018 and is being implemented by the Nord Stream 2 AG project company. The decision to build Nord Stream was based on successful experience in building and operating the Nord Stream gas pipeline. The new pipeline, like the one in operation, will establish to a direct link between the Gazprom and the European consumers. Significance of Nord Stream 2 pipeline: economical and environment friendly. The 1224 kilometer $11 billion underwater link is the shortest, most economical and environmental friendly route to double Russia's gas export to Germany. Energy security to Europe. It will also ensure a highly reliable supply of Russian gas to Europe. Nord Stream 2 is particularly important as Europe sees a decline in domestic gas production and increasing demand for imported gas. Offers stability in region. The pipeline offers stability to the strategically important energy trade because Russia's dependence on the European Union and vice versa are increased. Issues with Nord Stream 2 impact several Eastern European countries. Many countries in Eastern Europe, such as Poland, Slovakia, and Ukraine, oppose Nord Stream 2 partially because the expectations of a loss of transition fees and partially because of fears of that their economic and physical security would be jeopardized were the project to be completed. US sanctions in allied countries. During the Cold War, Western companies that are violated that Western sanctions on the technology supplies of Soviet bloc are frequently sanctioned.